Here we are.
Here we are.
Hopefully you can hear us and see us. I haven't even looked on here. We've just been yakking away, haven't we, mate? Do you know what I mean? So, are you good?
Or just being typically disorganised.
Yeah, typically disorganised.
But yeah,
I suppose I
all
should
good, all
look.
good.
You talk while I look.
Yeah, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking tonight about, we're going to talk about our top 5 Small Faces songs. We've had some lists earlier in the week, so if you haven't posted already, let us know yours in the comments. As per usual, we've got a beer, and today we are drinking Goose IPA. Now, Andy thought it was right to pick this beer because he thought it was hilarious that it said India Pale Ale on it. And I had to inform him that is what IPA stands for across the ale world.
I never knew that.
But I've had this before, but it's very nice indeed. What do you reckon, Andy?
It's all right, actually. I think we have... Did you buy some of this for home?
Did
we have one of these at home?
I had some on Friday for Jake's birthday.
I thought you did. Yeah, that's why we weren't here. It's Jake's birthday. Happy birthday, Jake.
Nice indeed.
Right, sorry, disorganised as usual.
So, I think I've covered all the stuff. So we're talking about... we're doing our top 5 Small Faces songs.
Yes, we are.
But before we get on to our definitive lists,
Yep.
we just got some other things we'd like to talk about to do with the Small Faces. So, first Small Faces song you heard.
Well, do you know what? I was thinking about this afternoon, and I can't remember. I think I must have heard Lazy Sunday perhaps on the radio as a kid.
Yeah.
But then perhaps when I was older, kind of the mod thing comes along, and then you kind of start hearing Shalalalali and all the kind of classics.
Yeah.
But can you remember your first
All or Nothing was definitely the first one I heard on one of the scooter events.
Oh, okay.
Like the Peterborough Scooter Club.
Yeah.
Around here, and definitely heard it in one.
So would that be one of the
must have been that.
One of the cover bands?
No,
playing?
a DJ playing it. Definitely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's probably Ollie then.
Yeah.
Probably Ori and Terry and Julian or something. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, okay. So I would have heard them because they were re-released in 1976.
Yeah.
So I would have heard them on the radio. Perhaps as me and Mum would have had the breakfast radio on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'd have had that. The look. What do you think to the look? I know I think, but I'm kind of totally absorbed.
Well,
in
as
that
you've
thing.
mentioned it on LP covers edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a particularly cool picture, isn't it?
Yes.
And there's a cool picture of them in the mods book, isn't there?
Yeah, there's quite a few. I think one of the things why I think the Small Faces has been such a legacy of a band is, they might arguably did they have the teenage anthems that perhaps the Who had or the rock anthems, but arguably they look so bleeding cool and you can dance to most of their tunes. The Who, as good as Say I'm a Boy is, it's not really a dance number, is it?
No.
Yeah. Do you know you sort of, I'm a boy?
No, it's
a
a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the vibes.
It was more rock. It was more rock even back then.
Yes. Yeah. The vibes in a different place. And I think for me, there's so many good pictures of the Small Faces, and they look amazing in all of them. Townsend could be a bit of a scruffy git in some. Is there a Small Faces picture where they don't look great? Even in their hippie phase, they were still looking kind of cool. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you've got a particular favourite member that look, or is there something when you Small Faces pop in your head?
It's always Steve Marriott.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it his hair or the way he looks?
There's a particular picture, but I can't remember the exact picture now. It was I remember seeing it just batting around on Facebook. He was sort of standing against a wall.
Yeah.
Like sort of done. He's wearing a suit.
Oh, is it the one where all 4 of them are in and they've got the background?
Yeah.
And is it the one where Kenny Jones is wearing the green suede jacket with the leather bit on
because it was in black and white.
Oh, all right.
This particular
Okay.
picture.
Yeah.
I can't. But he's just wearing a suit. He's not got no tie.
Yeah.
Open with a button-down shirt, no tie, and it just looks really smart.
Yeah.
Just always sort of picture that.
Yes.
Well, obviously as well because he was very short, wasn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
So took some clever photography sometimes. Back in those days.
Or is it like what they do in the In-Betweeners, where they sort of shoot it in such a way that they look taller? Yeah. Yeah, that's quite good. But look-wise, I think that first Small Faces album cover, trying to get my... There's no way on earth this face would have ever suited that haircut. But I remember taking it along to the hairdresser. It wasn't a barber, so I took it to a hairdresser's, and the lady went, I think you're going to have to grow it a bit more first. You know what I mean? It's only that long. Dreadful. I'd have looked appalling. If you could have asked them one question.
Well, for me, it would be, music related. Like, I I suppose you would have had the chance to ask Kenny why he did that bit at the end of
yes,
Tin
exactly.
Soldier.
Exactly, I did. Yeah.
But I would ask, like, how, getting that, for back in the day, getting that really sort of gravelly guitar tone that Marriott has, but also live, how he performed a lot of those and sang, because he's one of my all-time favourite vocalists, Steve Marriott.
Yeah.
So, but that level of vocal ability and playing the guitar at the same time, and some of the parts aren't simple either. I know on the recordings there's overdubs.
But supposedly he's not even playing that on what you're going to do about it. That's somebody else. It's a session guy.
So somebody in from
Yeah. But I can't believe that a session guy. Steve must have shown him. I want it like this.
Of course, he must have done. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, questions. I if I'm blatantly showing off, I've been very lucky to go. Thanks for Terry Rawlings to beat Kenny Jones's. What's he called? The place? Not hockey. What do you call it? Polo club. And I got to ask him, all the questions I ever wanted to ask him. And one of the questions I've always wanted to ask him is why at the end of Tin Soldier does he go, and it's quite common. Yeah, and it's so cool, isn't it? Because it kind of just puts that song to bed, as I call it, and stuff like that. And he answered with, well, Chris, you heard me last, so you remember me most.
So do you reckon...
but it don't matter.
No, it's a great line. But do you reckon like he picked that song to do it because he knew at the time that would be such a powerful song?
I don't know, Luke. Do you know that when you're recording a song, some songs you know are better than others, but they sound great in the rehearsal room, and until you hear them back, they don't mean the same thing. Does that make sense? I suppose they must have done a demo for it. Who knows on that one? I don't know, mate. I don't know, but I got to ask him. What else we got on here? You asked me.
So obviously we're going to get to our top 5, but some honourable mentions.
Yes.
So go on. What
are you, I've got loads.
What are yours?
I've got loads.
It could be so many, couldn't it?
It's practically just about every song they did. Notable ones for me personally, Lazy Sunday. We used to do Lazy Sunday in the replicas. And we kind of had...
it was a bit more like Slade doing it.
It was really because Jeff sort of did the dun-ga-dun-da-dun-da-da on the piano on his own, which, unlike the band where they're all kind of playing, and then as that sort of dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun, Les, bless him, would shut up and then just come in with a bang-a-bang-a-bang-a-bang-a-bang. And it really was like children playing it, wasn't it?
It was quite frantic.
It was hilarious, wasn't it? Other ones... A lot of B-sides and album tracks. I love I Can't Dance With You. I don't know if you know that. It's on the B-side of My Mind's Eye. Again, another B-side's Grow Your Own. Both you can dance to. Yeah. I mean, I've been to mod nights where they played them, certainly in the 80s. They were big tunes in the 80s. Love them. And one I really love that just puts me in a really good mood is Eddie's Dreaming. Do you know that one? That's at the end of the second album. And it's got all that da-da-da-da-da. It just sounds like the best pie. But any honourable mentions for you?
Yeah, well, for me, that didn't make my list. The Autumn Stone didn't quite make my list.
Oh, really? Okay. Makes a lot of people's lists.
Song of a Baker didn't quite make my list.
Right, okay.
I love them. Also, Shake.
All right, we played that with Les Barton. Yeah.
Like, didn't quite make it, but there's loads. A lot of them, like My Mind's Eye, didn't quite make it, and I love so many of them.
Yes. But, yeah. I mean, I've got the singles to show in a second, but let's do some shout-outs. My mum's watching. Evening, Jonathan Rees, Andrew Money, Pete Cole, Tim Wilson, Andrew Money. That new Gabici top. We're going to come on to that in a minute. Pete Cole, you spotted it as well. Rolo says, "Hello, dudes. Hello, mate." Who we got here? Pete Cole tells his top 5. Tin Soldier, All or Nothing, Lazy Sunday. What you going to do about it? And Hey Girl. Yeah, pretty good. Tim Wilson, here's some good ones. He's got 6. I know Tim's a little bit dyslexic like me, so 6 is probably fair enough then. Tell Me Have You Seen Me, which is very, Tin Soldier, Don't Burst My Bubble. That's a brilliant song. Do you know that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just those chords. Get Yourself Together, Afterglow, My Mind's Eye, so that was his 6. Buster says hello, and Roller says, next week, can we do 5 Coldplay songs?
No.
Are you not talking to him anymore then?
Nope, that's it.
Is that you and him done?
He can forget me being his best man at his wedding now.
Is that it?
He's blown it.
That's it. You've blown it, right? Right. We break and show an advert now, but tonight we've got some new stuff to show you, and something to announce. Ooh. Going forward, we've been doing these informally all through this lockdown of the last occasion. Let me look at that camera. But what I'm kind of conscientious of is that we are a business. And one of the things that's coming up, sort of starting like this Friday and probably most weeks going forward now, is we've got new stuff. Now, I love having these chats about these things, and I'm not saying we're not going to have these chats, but there is going to be a bit more product. Why? Because that's what we do. We sell stuff and we want people to... And a lot of people don't watch this live, but they do watch it on record and play it back. And I know customers have brought things because they've seen me rabbiting on about them. So you're going to see a bit about that. We'll talk a bit more about what's coming up next week later. But tonight, we've got 3 things. One, Rambo, can you show over Luke's shoulder to that Nuga Beachy thing? I should have got one ready. Stay there. Luke, Phil.
Pause. Hold that thought. This is the problem when we finish work and then start this within a 5-minute gap, isn't it?
It is wrong.
Here we have one.
Yeah, I do have
Here's one you prepared earlier.
Well, it's going to be my one, so I might as well get it out of the packet now. These are beautiful. They've been made for us by Gabici. We're the only people in England with this cut, as you might call it. Mm-hmm. And let me put that up to the close-up camera so you can see it. You see on that one, Rambo? Yeah. And it's exclusive to us, and it's coming out Friday. I'll go back a bit as well so you can see the material. It's lovely. I mean, as you can see up there, it's beautiful. I'm really pleased with the colours.
It's a really nice colour.
Yeah, the colours just go so well together. I'm
sky
really pleased.
Blue.
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah, it's fantastic. We're really pleased. It's got what you can't see there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on that camera. I don't think it's going to pick it up. But on there, because it's limited edition, it says limited edition. And you only get that on these ones because they're
Limited
special.
edition.
Yeah, exactly. So there's 100 of them. And once these 100 are done, there will be no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're going to be launched on Friday, so be on the website for Friday. What else do we need to know about them? Usual Gabici. They're nice to wear. You wear them. They're thicker than the Francesco which you're wearing.
The burgundy one, which wasn't an exclusive, was it? Or was it?
Yeah, it was exclusive.
It was, yeah. I've got those. Yeah, they are thicker than these.
Yes, yeah. But this is a real statement
Really
piece.
comfy.
Yeah. Again, very small face. It's got the blue. There's a picture of Steve Marriott sitting on his own. I think he's got brown trousers on and a top with these 3 colours. And I won't lie, I chose the 3 colours because of that. Yeah.
Perfect time to launch then.
Yes, it is.
It's really
beautiful,
nice.
Beautiful top. They'll be on Friday, so they're lovely. Also, the shirt I'm wearing and another, which I've got here. Well, that's good, that's fallen. So, we've got 2 new shirts for Jackpot. These are also being launched on Friday. I'll go to close-up just to show you sort of what the material looks like. And hold it on the screen for a second. Again, it's the classic 3-4 finger collar, usual locker loops, buttons on the back, usual details that you know from the Jackpots. Again, limited edition. Once these are gone, these will be no more, so you're not going to see thousands of people wearing the same thing. Here's the other one which I'm wearing at the moment. Let's just go right in so you can see the kind of the blend of the stripes, which are pretty cool. What else? It's got some usual details, you know, like the double thing there, double buttons. What else can we say about that? Yeah. They'll be on the website on Friday, about 5 o'clock time.
And how much do all 3 of these things will they be up for?
Long sleeves Jackpots are 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is going to be 89.
Okay.
Now, so you know, we are not the only people who do Gabici limited edition. Certain other companies do anything between £100 and £125. We're doing ours at 89. So that's an introductory offer, 89. That really should be 110. But I like our customers and I want them to wear our stuff.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I don't think it will stay at that price forever.
Pete has asked, can the chain hook be removed on the Gabici?
I don't know. Shall we have a look?
If you've got a pair of scissors, Pete,
You can do what you like. You pay for it and keep it.
you can cut it up and make it all tatty and wear it to your next Bon Jovi concert.
I hope you're not picking on our customers. That's it. Be rude to the customers.
We did say he went to see Bon Jovi.
He did say he went to see Bon Jovi. He was in the front ring as well, didn't he? So to answer his question, if you want to, let me just get that right to the camera. If you want to unpick that and undo it, go for it, fella. That's up to you.
Now, I found from wearing my one that you think that might annoy the back of your neck, but you don't even notice
You don't
it's
even
there.
know it's there, do you?
No.
I mean, it's obviously to hang it up with, but I don't know that I'd want to hang it up. Be too rough with it. I don't think it
I
would
tend to
last.
sort of use a coat hanger. Is it?
Yeah.
Am I alone in that?
You might do. Anyway, let's answer some questions. So, where we got to? That was all we wanted to know. Does the that's all. That's all. That's cool. So what else?
Anything about Mother's Day? I've got.
Yeah, we've got a Mother's Day section on the website.
Nice.
Guys, it's Mother's Day. I say guys and girls. It's Mother's Day. Is it a week?
Week on Sunday.
Week on Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a section on the website. Got loads of ideas on there. For instance, we got this bag, which is lovely. Ada Binks has done that for us. It's exclusive in these colours. You can't get that anywhere else. We hope to be launching, if they turn up, I'm not saying Brexit, but getting through ladies' shoes through customs today. I've been swearing at a person. And there should be some orange shoes to go with that next week. So that's all cool. What else?
That's it, I think.
No, we haven't got you to mention.
Oh, mention the gig on the 13th.
Yes.
We mentioned it last week. Just to say about a reminder about the gig that's coming up on the 13th. Tickets available for that. As we explained before, we usually do them for free, but now to make it legal so we can do them, we have to charge for them, which is why we've charged and given all the money to charity that you do donate.
That's going to be fantastic.
It will be great. It'll get a great night of playing Motown, Northern Soul tracks. Andy's going to be DJing on
Over there.
just behind.
Yeah,
behind.
yeah.
You can't see where we're pointing there, but he'll be over there playing all his collection on vinyl and then some live music too. Well worth it. The link, you can find the link on events on the Mod Shoes Facebook page. Should you be interested?
Should you be interested? Yes. Right. Where are we then?
So so you are going to give us, or am I?
Yeah.
All right. Am I going to go first?
Well, I reckon we should do the 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave the one, and then we both argue about the one.
Okay.
Right. You ready? So go on.
So at number 5 for me, I have Get Yourself Together.
Oh right. Oh okay.
Now, what I particularly like, because I heard it before, because obviously there's some people out there think it's a cop-out, because obviously the Jam's cover on
Yes.
it. I heard it before I heard the Jam doing it. And
What do you think to the Jam one then?
I like it, but a lot of people sort of say, I mean, when you see a band cover it, you think they're covering it because the Jam's done it, not because of the Small Faces version.
Yeah.
Right, and what I particularly love, there's lots of things I love about it. I love the intro, which is the combo of the electric guitar and the acoustic guitar together.
Yeah, that's
And
nice.
it just sounds perfect.
Yeah.
But I love that chord progression.
It's a funny off. Is
The
it
C to the E minor to the F minor.
Yeah.
I just love that in
Beams
songs.
trick, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
good one.
I just particularly love that sound.
Hold on, before we move on. So when you say the Jam version, my generation know because the free EP that would come with Snap, or do you mean
I
the
heard it when
extras?
it was on extras. Is there
That's
two
what I
different?
thought,
Is there
yeah.
two different versions then?
There are, mate.
I
Yes.
never knew that.
Yeah. The extras version, which I think was one of your early Jam albums. So I think you listened to that more than you listened to the. Do you remember?
Well, I heard the Small Faces one definitely before I heard the Jam cover
cool.
of it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Next, number 4, I've got Sorry She's Mine.
Oh, right. Okay.
And
Isn't that Twist and Shout?
basically, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
fun. I love that it's fun. It's really tight as well.
Yeah.
Like the recording of it. But I mean, this is I love Kenny's drumming across all of the Small Faces tracks, and it's so tight. All the fills that are in it that sound like they could go slightly awry, but they never do. Like, and I just sort of love that kind of like free for all kind of sound.
It's interesting you say that because like with Moon, as good as Moon is, it always sounds like it might fall apart, and probably did live.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But it doesn't. Like it's just
very.
I love it.
No. I get.
I'm very, very catchy as well.
Yeah. It's and even that stop there at the end, that dun da 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 dun, yeah, dun, yeah, fab, brill. Yeah, give you that.
Number 3, I've got Hey Girl.
Oh right, okay.
2 minutes and 16 seconds
Not that you've looked.
of pure, not organised chaos. Because it is, isn't it? Like, it starts, so then the guitar's just like all the way through it, and like being the punk fan at heart, I love that.
Now, what's interesting about that? They wrote that, didn't they?
Mm.
Yeah, but when they did Sha-La-La-La-Lee, which they didn't really want to do, they turned around and said to themselves, "Well, we could write stuff just as good as that," and then did. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Have you heard them do it live, where they sort of basically shout the backing? Yeah, it's quite bad.
Well, I mean, you know, obviously, if you're talking about craftsmanship of songs, you know, there's definitely better ones, as my top 2 are.
Right.
But I just love that it's just carrying. It's one of those I particularly love. I quite often, like, obviously not at the moment with lockdown and stuff, but when I'm at work, because I have a 50-minute drive home from work every day, and Small Faces is one of the things that often goes on in the car on the way. I mean, that's one you just crank it up, and
you can't get it loud
and
enough.
it's like I just love that track.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I understand.
Number 2, I have Tin Soldier.
Oh right, okay. Number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, and number 2. There was me thinking it was going to be something else.
I mean, it is almost, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's number 2 and number 1 are very, 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 very close.
Yeah.
Because Tin Soldier is like practically the perfect record.
Now I reckon I know what number 1's going to be now. Then, so
Of course
right. Are you ready for my 5?
4. Before you reveal
yeah.
your number 1.
Yeah. So my 5th one, because again a replicas thing, I think. What you going to do about it?
Yeah, it's great. Isn't it?
Yeah, I love that. When it in the middle there.
I used to love playing it in the replicas because there's not really any guitar in it until that point. Like,
no.
So it's like...
It's that... Isn't it? Yeah. It was good fun to play. You can shout it. I mean, you can literally teach anybody who can't play guitar to play it in about 10 minutes. It's literally put your fingers there, and there. And I mean, any fool could play.
An early use of a power chord.
Yes. Yeah. Total brilliance. Number 4 is Afterglow. Yeah. I just like it. I think one thing that when you play the Small Faces to people that aren't necessarily mod types or into music, when they hear Afterglow and they hear Tin Soldier, they just resonate, and people who love that, they just go, "Oh wow, what a beautiful song! What you know, the afterglow of your love. It's so nice." You know, which nips me on to number 3, Tin Soldier. Again, they both follow a similar arc, don't they? They're kind of very steep in very personal, very about the thing.
But delivered impeccably vocally.
Yes,
that's the thing.
Yeah. Now, my number 2 is Autumn Stone. And as you well know, I went up the aisle to it with your mum. I was nowhere till you came into my life. What a line! Yeah, you know, and it's got that E F sharp minor thing going round.
The Autumn Stone did just miss out my top 5. Like, it'd probably be 6.
Yeah. It's in a lot of people's.
Yeah.
It's like so. It's brilliant. I mean, apart from this funny kazoo thing at the end, but what happened on our mother wedding day is your mum's strap broke, didn't it? And I think we heard Autumn Stone twice before she actually got in. So which was quite amusing. So there you go. So there's our top 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yep.
Now we're going to have to go for number 1.
Well, my number 1 was in your top 5 because Afterglow is my number 1.
Okay.
Like, because it's just incredible, isn't it?
Yep.
And I've never ever attempted to sing it until on one of the very, very early Mod Shoes live shows that we did, and did it, you know, just with the acoustic guitar. But it's just brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just a faultless record.
Yes. Have we seen Small World do it?
Not after.
I've got them. I've got them playing it on a demo. It's a hard song. It's a hard, especially off the glow of your. It's right up there.
Oh, it is.
I don't think I've heard Weller do it. It's quite. You've got to be able to sing it. It's quite one, isn't it? Did you have several goes at trying to sing it?
I did it live on one of your shows.
Did you do it live?
Yeah.
God.
But only with an acoustic guitar, so I didn't have to train a band.
Well, you would Paul Travis in the background. Dad, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I got all of the singles.
Hang
here.
on, you can't have all them as number 1.
Now, if I'm blatantly showing off, I've got all of the singles here and I've got a thingbob. Now, I just want to do a little bit of showing off before I get onto my thingbob one. I have got the one that a lot of people don't have. I've got that one.
What is it?
So when you go to the close-up camera, this is Patterns, and this was an unofficial one. It's not worth a lot of money, about 40 quid perhaps, but it's got E to D on the back as well. Do you know that song? And Patterns. Patterns, is it a particularly good song? Yeah, I don't know. I've got that. And the other one I'm really chuffed about is I've got Afterglow on single.
Nice.
Yeah, but we've played it, if you remember, and it's pitched really high. They've done it really high for some reason. It's been sped up for some reason. And I've got Afterglow on which came out as part of the Record Store Day.
Oh,
And
right.
and I especially went to get it just because it came out on Record Store Day. But my favourite is the one where their manager said, "I'm not having you lot messing around trying to write a song again. We're going to get someone to do a better one." It's their second single, which didn't even chart. It's I've Got Mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've Got Mine. It's just got all of the mod things I want in a record.
It's a brilliant record.
Yeah, and it's when it stops in the middle and he goes 2, 3, 4, bam, and it just comes back in. It's just perfect. It's just
It's brilliant. There's so many. There's just so many good ones. That's the thing.
But do you know how long I've waited to get that record?
Oh.
I only got it in lockdown. I said I've had enough. During lockdown, there was a certain amount of I've had enough of not trying to find a record. I'm just going to buy. I think I've been looking for that like 40 years.
Yeah.
You know, and I just gave up. You know, I just thought it'll come in a collection once. But hey ho, we've rabbited on a lot, Luke. But it's a subject I think is dear to our hearts, isn't it?
Definitely.
Definitely. Right, where are we? What is the time, Rambo? It's past. Oh Christ, we have been going on far too long.
That's all right. Well,
Yeah.
so any further things to add on social media?
We've got Pete Cole says if in future pick your favourite artist to make up a supergroup. Artists can be dead or alive.
What, right now or for another show?
Well, I got Dead or Alive is a bad band. I wouldn't have that. Pete, he died, didn't he?
What,
Pete, what's his
Our
face?
top 5 Dead or Alive songs for next week's show.
God, did they do I don't think that's what Pete meant, but anyway. Andrew Money, I'm Only Dreaming, I think is his favourite. That's
Nice.
a good song. Yeah, that is a good song. I'll give you that one. Right, where are we? So, we've done social media shout
So next show is Sneaky Peek for Ladies Launch. Now, I misread that a second ago and thought it was Sneaky Peek for Ladies Lunch.
Right, okay. Yeah,
I was
I
thinking,
get
right,
that.
I don't right understand that
Have
thing.
we got anything I think Rambo's got them all hidden around her thing. We've got some of the samples. Yeah, it's big launch day for us a week Friday.
Mhm.
And so next Friday's episode is going to be around that. We hope to have some guests in, some other people to come and help with that.
Next Friday, this is it.
No,
next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Oh, you just said next Friday.
I'm sorry, a week today. So that's cool. What else do we need to talk about? I don't think we do we?
No,
I've
I
forgotten
think that's
everything.
everything.
Right.
Only to say thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Oh, and don't forget, on the website, these are for sale. They'll be for sale on Friday. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm a little tin soldier that wants to jump into your fight. You, I'm a look in your eye, a dream passing by in the sky. And I don't understand, 'cause all I need is treat me like a man. 'Cause I ain't no child, take me like I am.
I got to know I belong to you. I'll do anything that you want me to. I'll sing any song
time. Say a love that won't rhyme without words. So now I've lost my way. I need help to show me things to say. Give me your love before my fades away.
I got to know that I belong to you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm singing this song that you want me to sing to you.
Oh no, oh no. I just want some reaction, someone to give me satisfaction. All I wanna do is stick with you, 'cause I love you.